Finally, I'm 1 month into this Achilles rupture injury, and let me tell you, the struggle is real, and I've created a new nemesis. But make sure you watch to the end to see if I'm going to defeat this new Goliath. If you're new to my channel, welcome. If you're not, welcome back. I'm a mobility coach of 20 plus years, and unfortunately, I ruptured my Achilles tendon about a month ago, and it's been driving me crazy. If you've never seen what an Achilles rupture looks like, this is what it looks like as of today. So my Achilles injury happened on my right foot. So don't worry about these little ridges. I was just wearing an ankle sock because one of the things I've been finding is my foot actually gets really cold. But as you can see, here's a little bit of the bruising. It's not as bad because a couple of weeks ago, maybe 2 weeks in, it was bruised all the way through here. So not too bad as of today. So if you don't know, or if you don't know what to expect within the first 30 days, right? I wanted to share with you guys what happens. Or if you know someone that's got an Achilles injury or trying to help them, this gives you an idea of what you can see and what may happen throughout the entire 30 days. As you can see, there's slight swelling still on the right foot after the 30 days, but not as bad as it was within the first week or so, like you see here. So what did I experience within the first 30 days of my Achilles rupture injury, besides the ups and downs of the emotions of how frustrating it is not to be able to get around properly? Well, one, with the physical part, it really sucks when have your leg raised, right, and just kind of relaxing, letting it heal, to when you need to put it down because all those fluids rush right down into your leg and it starts throbbing and aching. And that's the most discomfort, pain within the first couple of weeks. I think it started to dissipate within the third week. It started to get a lot better once the swelling came down. And I've been doing that contrast bath therapy that you might have seen before. If not, check it out at the end of the video or in the descriptions. I'll leave a link of what I was doing to help decrease the swelling in a faster period of time. Now let's get to the mental part. This is probably the biggest barrier because it's so hard to slow down, especially for me, when I like to be on the go. I like to be able to do things. I like to be able to help my family out, cook dinners, walk my girls to the bus, play sports, do active physical things. And because it's also on my right foot, I can't even drive. So that's been probably the top most frustrating thing, because I still want to train clients. I still want to be able to teach classes, still want to be able to do a lot of the normal things I was doing before this injury, but now I can't. However, my wife has been wonderful. She's been my chauffeur for the last month, driving me from appointments with clients to my physio appointments to the hospital appointments. She's definitely doing way more than expected and that she should be doing. So unfortunately, I can't do anything to improve that right away. I still gotta wait until I get the okay from the physio and the surgeon to take the boot off so I can drive. And that could be another month or two. But I'm hoping it's a lot sooner. But I understand, I gotta be patient. But I have to wait for this Achilles to heal on its own. I don't know if you can see. So this is the good foot. This is my Achilles. And this is the one that's ruptured. I don't know if you can tell, but it's not as straight. It's actually sunken in and it feels kind of weird. My wife was kind of, I wouldn't say grossed out by it in the beginning, right? But it was just something different and unusual. And if you're getting heebie-jeebies with it right now, trust me, when my foot started to not swell as much and I started to notice what it actually looked like, I was, not freaked out by it, but there was a time where I just didn't understand, and it did cause me a little bit of fear, because I'm wondering, how does a tendon without surgery attach itself from here to here? Right? So somehow it finds itself and it mends together to look like this. The body is simply amazing at being able to heal itself. That's why I'm such a big proponent on physical activity, whether it's like doing your mobility exercises or strength training to help you move better, get more energy, and relieve pain. I've already started some rehab, physiotherapy twice a week. Right now, 30 days later, I can definitely tell you it is way stronger than it has been. And I can do a lot more on it because I could not put hardly any weight on it within the first 2 to 3 weeks almost. And now look, as you can see, I can finally put some weight onto the boot, onto that foot. I'm just using one crutch. Sometimes I will use two, but this is in 30 days, right? I can kind of put a little bit more weight on it and it feels pretty good. I don't feel any real pain as I'm walking back and forth. So in 30 days, it gives me a little bit more stability. I can put my foot down and I feel pretty comfortable in this position. So hopefully it gives you an idea of what you can expect within 30 days. So definitely, I know it's working. It's kind of like training for fat loss or any other fitness goal you have, right? It takes, you want results so much quicker within like weeks or, within days or weeks. But unfortunately, it doesn't happen. Just like rehab, you got to go slow. You got to do the little tiny things that make a big deal in the end. And besides physio, I'm really grateful for having these two types of pieces of equipment to really help me get mobile. I didn't know how much this impacted my life, because when you're on just one leg and just two crutches, you can't do about 80% of the things like that you want to do. I have a knee crutch from I Walk Free and a knee scooter that I ordered online. I want to thank the team at I Walk Free because they actually sent me a knee crutch to review and see how I would adapt to it and how I felt about using it. And believe me, it is a game changer in terms of allowing me to be able to use my hands. Here's what the I Walk Free knee crutch looks like. It's pretty sturdy. It's got 3 straps, fairly easy to put on. I was filming videos for them, so here's a short clip of how I was using it in my initial just testing it out. It didn't take me too long to get a feel for it, so I was able to adapt pretty much right away. And I right there and then I saw the benefits of how this could really help improve my day-to-day functions, because it allows me to actually get around hands-free, so I can do some of the normal things that I was doing, and also allowed my body just to kind of move around, so I just wasn't laying down all day. So here's my knee crutch. I'm just currently sitting on it, but I keep it in the garage because it's a little bit too rugged and big to be indoors. Not that I couldn't use it indoors, but I feel since I have the knee crutch, my own crutches, and the boot, that I'm pretty sufficient indoors. So I usually use this for outdoors. Plus, it's got all-terrain tires. It's a little bit more rugged, so it's really convenient and safe to be riding around out in the roads and the pavement. So I tend to use this only for longer distances, like taking my kids to and from the bus, or going to even Costco, which I did the other day, for about 30 to 45 minutes. And that was really good because it allowed me to get around fairly easily and quickly. The knee scooter is definitely ideal and convenient to get around in, especially if you need to travel longer distances. And I'm really enjoying mine. So am I going to defeat this nemesis of mine, the trash can? Okay, trash can, it's me versus you. I will celebrate and take that win because I know it's going to be a long journey. And you can follow the whole journey from my initial reaction to the exercises I'll be doing, different therapies that I never thought I'd do, all in this Achilles injury playlist.